I realized this as soon as I hit the done recording button. I forgot to actually turn in my mail. Meh. Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to more Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Last time we finished up the rest of Dragonroost Cavern, and this time, go ahead and pay our postage. You're going to head on to the south to the next destination. So, one thing to note though is that if you go to your map, there is treasure charts that are available in the water. So treasure charts, what you do is alternate between your menu. Thankfully with, why don't you let me on? Oh, probably because you gotta set the wind to the south. And also last time, we got the Wind's Requiem. So, go ahead and, why don't you let me go to the south? That was weird. Okay then. So with that weird reverb done, we can now climb on board and set sail to the south. So you will notice that there's officially a crane option. So with this you can salvage and try to haul up junk. But if there's nothing underneath, then yeah, you can't really do much. So the reason why we do that is because there is a salvage point right here from a chest that we recently got. And we got a silver rupee! Hooray, we're back out to max money. So now we gotta go head on to the south now. We got a few squares to sail through first, so make our way out. Oi, hold it right there, small fry. I don't know where you got your mitts on that sea chart you got there. It looks, to me, it's pretty much got nothing but seas drawn on it. It's pathetic. In fact, it's almost an insult to call that thing a sea chart if you ask me. What's the matter, small fry? I'm just trying to be nice here. I'm telling you that you've got a problem, and you do. Don't give me that stupefied look. It makes you look like you ought to be in diapers. Just listen, okay? I'm here to teach you what I know about this island. So open your sea chart and make that happen. Make it snappy. There's a very peculiar cave towards the backside here of the Dragonroost Island. Yeah, real peculiar. But I doubt you'll ever get to see it, small fry. Unless you manage to sprout wings and fly, that is. Because you won't be getting there otherwise. That's all you gotta teach us, small fry. But we'll do this with you, since I'm feeling so generous. I'll send word to all my brethren living out here in the seas of the Great Sea. Good bunch of fish. If you see a fish leaping out of the water, and you sail near an island, sail up to it and spread bait out into the water's surface. Trust me, it's good advice, Fry. Yep, see, the baiting process allows you to get a chart on the island, along with any info that might be of use to you. I highly recommend you get a habit doing so. See, you're definitely going to need a reliable sea chart to help search for things out at sea. I can't emphasize that enough, Fry. You need a well-drawn chart. Well, not necessarily. If you don't get a chart for every island you come across, it will be a bigger hassle for you later on. Now, don't say I didn't do anything for you, Fry. Hoy there, you. Red killing red lion guy. That's it. I've repaid my debt. I'm done. You take care of the rest. Alright then, so now we can head out to sea, heading on to the south. So, yeah. So, upon heading on to the south, there's quite a bit here. I'd recommend paying attention to the skies and avoid any flocks of seagull you might come across. I almost accidentally took the thing down. Alright then. Go ahead and just use the rat blast for bait here. And putting this down, so there's a lot of exploration here. Went ahead and head on to the south. And yeah, wait for the fish to come by, throw it out into the sea. So, pretty important that you do so. Oh, small fry. Information about this island. And we get Volcano Island. Or I guess Fire Mountain. This is an important mountain for later on. You see that volcano spewing out lava like Mara? Yeah. Well, there's said there'd be a great treasure hidden inside that thing. Thing is, everyone who's tried to get inside there has been blasted away by the great balls of fire that come shooting out from the top. So, there's an island that's 1 square north and 4 squares west of there. That's where the power to freeze anything is hidden. Or as they say. So, yeah. So, with that all done, we can go on ahead and sail further on to the south. So, yeah, so you can't really do much about that island right now. Actually, I won't be able to do much there until much later on into the game. So next up, actually want to avoid that platform because it's got bombs on it. So yeah, so we're done pretty much in this square for now. So yeah, we can't really do much there for now. So heading on into the next quadrant, go ahead and take some more bait out. So we're approaching the next area, which is going to be a Triangle Island. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of sailing, and yeah. So expect these sailing sections to be sped up immensely. Because sadly, sailing sections in this game are very long. Alright, heading down into Eastern Triangle. Already see the fish. Yeah, so the weather will change on a dime. You don't really need to worry too much. Over there are sea octoroks. Don't worry about them, really. Just sail on by. So if you see something glowing in the water, sail up to it and prepare to salvage when you're close enough. I just use visual cues to sail up to it and plop. Hold on 1 second. I know we got it. Okay, I see a little bit too far past it. So yeah, so the things will appear on the gamepad. Here we go. Okay, it's sailing too far. Let me salvage. Let me salvage. Other way? There we go. Game was being a little bit rough today. And inside this chest, we obtain another silver rupee that we are sadly maxed out on. I don't really care about getting all the rupees because there will be a point where we'll be able to easily farm rupees, so not really much we can do here. Anyway, sailing past this island, there's a statue there that we can't do much there for now. Alright then, so, continuing further on to the south. This next square will have a couple important things. Oh, I forgot. Well, I'll see you guys back on the island. Because I forgot the fish. Alright, give me information about this island here. Alright, this is Eastern Triangle Island. Not really much we can do here for now. What's your information? Ever caught a ferry before? Yeah, so they'll give you helpful hints that you can do. Go south looking for a submarine. That's his hint. So if you ever want to view hints again, you can go ahead and tap the square and he'll give you tips on the thing, I do believe. Again, the tips aren't the most helpful, especially when you got a guy like me. Or I guess just any other guide. Just one that knows their stuff. So continuing to sail on to the south into the next square. So we're heading on into the next square, the bomb square. Eventually. I don't need the rupees. I'm maxed out. Alright, so the bomb island is pretty close up to the top. Bomb island is an island that we can't do much here for now, so I'm just going to pass by it. And we'll be back much later on once we have the capabilities to do everything here fully. I'm just here for the fish. Alright, give me the info here. Alright, holy small fry. Give me information about Zeus Island. And we obtained Bomb Island. Helpful advice here. Alright. So when you come to set sails on nights when half right of the moon is missing, it'll give you shivers, Fry. This is something for much later on. While I'm thinking about it, where is the moon? Because you want to pay attention to the moon. Okay, it's dawn. Oh well. Yeah, this square, there's quite a bit on it too. But the main destination you want to go to is right over this way. So, heading across this water here, very slowly. If only we had a way to change the wind constantly on our backs, but oh well. That's probably just randomizer quality of life. So here we get ourselves a submarine. You really want to come in here. About time we get into some action. So inside here we get ourselves a lot of enemies and rats. Ha! How you like that Assassin's Creed style attack, huh? Oh. Yes, the rats will go after your rupees. Come on, let me lock on. Alright, that's that. Yeah, too bad these green Pokemons are jokes. Even though they have shields, really nothing to spin attacks. Not done yet. Oh well, we don't really have to worry about that. At least we get ourselves a treasure chest for our troubles. And a green rupee. All of that for another empty bottle. Very useful for what's coming up. So upon being done there, go ahead and take this out and head on out. Yeah, so we've gone quite a ways. And that's the joys of the Great Sea. A whole lot of something. So yeah, so right over there is another tower. Again, I'd recommend avoiding them for now because we don't really have any ways of dealing with those watchtowers for now. But instead we have ourselves two pretty big islands up ahead, which is our end destination for this cycle. Heading on into the Forest Haven. I guess spoiler alerts for what the square is. So yeah, so I'll be honest, we really need to go a whole lot faster. We do, it's pretty slow. Oh, just about there. There's a fishman, but I think we'll get the cutscene before we can do anything.
Hey.
Yes. Do you not see what rises from the horizon? Well, I see two big islands. That is where you must go, Link. The Forest Haven. It appears, though, as this is built... that this is but a great tree rising far above the ocean's surface. This is a sacred place. It is inside this grotto where you will find the spirit of the earth, the great Deku Tree. You must speak with the Deku Tree and retrieve from him the sacred gem known as Farore's Pearl. I fear that Ganon's vile hands may have already reached this most sacred of sanctuaries. Go forth with caution, Link. Alright then, before we do so, that is a beautiful moon. Let me zoom in, zoom out, full moon. It'll have a purpose much later on. So here we got ourselves a thing here. We have one letter. To my son superior. Thank you so much for looking after my boy. This isn't much, but I hope you'll accept it all the same. I politely request your continued kindness towards my son. And we obtain a piece of heart for doing that. Very nice and dandy. So that wraps up the Baito quest. So now here, coming up to the island, we have ourselves new enemies, Deku Babas. Here what you want to do is harvest them. You'll need 20 Baba Seeds or so. Very easy to do that. So yeah, so you just take them out, and yeah. Come on, I'm going to open up. So yeah, so they're pretty easy to take out, all things considered. Alright. Mind coming out? There we go, no. Okay, screw you. There we go, so yeah, so you gotta decapitate them in order to defeat them instantly, and there goes anything of note. Oh well. In our last one. So yeah, I'm not really gonna focus too much on them. Next up, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So this will come into handy very soon, actually. Just appears that the Octoroks are pretty camera shy. Yep, that's good. So we saved up 12 so far. Went ahead and hop across. I don't think that's how physics work. No, I'll try that again, so yeah. We will need that pretty soon. I need to swap the two because I'm very much used to having grapple on R. In the Wind Waker, I had grapple pretty much always on. I wanted to take a picture of that because we'll be needing to take the pictures really soon. So here are River Octoroks, which you can do with shield, or if you are very good with your timing, you can swipe back with your sword. This one deflect and they're instantly gone. Make sure you don't hop into the water because it won't be a good time. So alternatively, you can use your shield to guarantee the deflect. So up here is the next thing we need to do to head on across. Alright, let's head on in. Alright then, so inside the sanctuary, a lot of interesting things. Head on across the water, and right up here we have ourselves what looks like a big old tree. Guess it's not wanting me up yet. With a face. Right, what appears to be the trouble. Have you tried anti-zit cream? So yeah, so a lot of shoot jellies on the thing. So here you got a lot of red and green shoot jellies, which I think the green shoot jellies are new. They aren't really too bad. Alright then, so green shoot jellies, essentially green shoes are essentially the red same as the red in terms of combat, but don't worry too much about them. I must apologize. I was in error. I saw your clothing, and suddenly I felt a longing for an age long gone by. That longing caused an ancient tongue to pass my lips. I am the guardian of this forest haven, the Deku Tree. I owe my thanks for your aid in ridding me of these foul creatures. Tell me, was it not the King of Red Lions, the boat who speaks, who led you to this place? So it is true. Then you have come here because you have need of the Pearl of the Goddesses. I see. I knew there was a reason the monsters had begun to congregate in regions around my wood. Now I understand. He has returned. Ganon has returned. In that case, we must make haste. Koroks, little children of the woods, this traveler is not your enemy. Let your hearts be at ease, and show yourselves. What do you call yourself? Link. Well then, Link, we are the Korax, the spirits of the forest. Yahaha! You found us! Once upon a time, long ago, the Korax took on human forms. But when they came out to the sea, they took these shapes. Now they fear people, but to me, they will forever... Oh, I forgot the wrong voice. Now they fear people, but to me, they will ever be my cherished little children. As it happens, we have come just in time for a ceremony that Korax hold but once every year. It's about to begin. I shall grant the pearl to you once their ceremony is complete. I must apologize for this brief delay, but if the ceremony is not completed soon, an ill fate could befall us. So let's begin. Are you ready, my children? We are not, oh great Deku Tree! Something terrible has happened! It's Makar! Makar! What is the matter, Linder? You and Makar are always late. No, it's not that, oh great Deku Tree. Makar fell into the Forbidden Woods. What? The Forbidden Woods? I told him to be careful, but Makar flew above the Forbidden Woods, and as he drew closer to it... Foolish little Makar. Link, you have heard all this. The Forbidden Woods are right behind the hallowed island of our forest haven. Those woods, the whole region is a vile place that is home to evil beasts. And now it seems they have taken a child of the forest named Makar. Your presence here is no mistake, I deem. The King of Red Lions highly expects great deeds of you. It is why he brought you here. I am sorry to ask this of you, but can you go and rescue young Makar for me? But great Deku Tree, people cannot fly through the air. Oh yes, thank you, child, you were right. It is not possible to enter those woods from the sea, is it? Link, I would guess from your size that you are heavier than my Korok children. Yet I think we still may be able to solve this dilemma. Are you giving me wings? You must use the item I shall bestow upon you to fly through the sky. Forgive me, Link, but could you climb up to my crown and get the leaf from up there? And welcome to the main gimmick of this place. Climbing! So upon heading through here, we have ourselves some bulbs that you can hop in. Line yourself up. And yeah. Open that. Line yourself up and hold up. That ends the first cycle. So from here, go ahead and line ourselves up. And hop on into this little thing. Hop on across. Yeah, it's pretty tight, all things considered. Just make sure you're holding up and you'll be fine. And our last one. So, hopping on to the very top, and we obtain the Deku Leaf. Sorry, set it to you and use with Y, X, or R. Plant your feet on the ground and use it to blow blasts of air at objects and enemies. You can also jump into the air and use your magic power to drift on the currents of the wind. Swordsman, over here! Please, you must fly over there to using your Deku Leaf. I would, but there's something else I want to do. So the Deku Leaf is an item that uses magic. Magic you have to continue to use, and if you hold up into the air, you can be able to constantly refill your magic. So, the reason why I'm not going there quite yet is to head up here. There's a little shadow that will indicate where you will fall. The shadow was actually used as something else, as what was used in the original Wind Waker for jumping and such. So here we got to use the wind. There we go. North. There we go. And for some reason, it's not letting me cooperate. So, with that all done, went ahead and got on out into the sea. There's quite a few goals here. Might be of note. Alright, landed all nice and safely. So, what do you have to say? You're incredible. Did you just fly down here? That's the coolest thing ever. Hey, if you can fly, do you think you'd be able to hit that switch over there? Huh, can you? Huh? You can't see it. Just over there. Fly up towards the top of the forest haven. Don't you have a telescope? I mean, who doesn't in this day and age? So yeah, telling you how to get the scope, which is all the way up there. So from here, we're going to go to items and make sure you have a Ahoy Peach. Ahoy Pear. Alright then. So we're going to head and take this up and hit the switch up here. Go ahead and bop that. Alright then, so you can go ahead and use the gold to go as far out as you can, but you have limited scope, so I'll let you go back to see from my mic control. So, we have ourselves a new thing here. So, inside here we have Karlov. Welcome! Welcome to the Nintendo Gallery, figurine place. This is your first time here, isn't it? Did one of our members provide you an introduction, I hope? Well, no worries one way or another. It's just that we've been losing members due to our lack of gimmicky attractions. But we don't worry. True fans know we're the coolest. Anyways, do you know what it takes to become a member of our club? Figurines we have on display here have been all made using pictographs provided by our devoted members. If you bring me, the master sculptor, a pictograph that steals my breath away, you'll become a member, and you'll be able to view the collection in our galleries. Wouldn't that be nice? Do you have such a pictograph? So, here, we gotta go ahead and show him our pictos, and they have to be in color. So, we have some things that are good, so I guess the very first thing that we could show off, yeah, have Goma. This is quite an inspiring motif. Hurrah, I'm filled with inspiration. Please, permit me to sculpt this. It'll be a jewel of a figurine. So what's your name, kid? Link? Link, is it? Well, Link, this officially marks your introduction to our little club. I think I should have this done tomorrow. I'll have you be patient till then. So, go ahead and show this too. So yeah, so you can craft up to 12 in a day. Which is all nice and dandy, because in the original you aren't able to actually showcase them all. Okay then. So I guess we only need one form of Goma, which is nice. I just wanted it to be safe. So we'll be able to craft NPCs and monsters and bosses. So, one thing about Karlov. These are missable. There are a few missable collectibles. I will be noting all the missables. Alright then. And this is also a game-long thing, and don't worry, it is not required. So, with that all done, we're going to head on up. And pass time to tomorrow. Oh, right. I forgot I don't have the Song of Passing. Oh well. So yeah, so the Song of Passing will let you pass on to daytime, but I guess we don't have that song right now, so we'll have to wait. Alright then, so with my mindless floundering going by, you'll be able to take pictures and you'll be able to deposit them. Very important to do so. So, with all done, I'll see you guys back up at the top. So yeah, so another thing about the Nintendo Gallery. You can craft one of every NPC. There is a model for every NPC, and a model for every enemy. So yeah, have fun. If you want true 100% completion, that's what it takes. Sadly. Alright then. So upon doing that, so these are magic refills. You can use these to refill your magic as you see fit. So yeah. One thing that I was doing is doing a pumping technique where if you Okay, here's a blasting gust of wind. The gusts of wind don't really have too much of a use, but as for pumping, you can use pumping to ensure that you don't fall off. And over there lies the Forbidden Woods. So yeah, so there's not really too much fluff before the dungeon, so Showcase is where you have to go. So in order to make your way across, you are going to have to adjust the wind. There we go. It's not as responsive as it was in the GameCube. So yeah, so you want to time yourself up so you'll be able to hit up that current if you need it. Honestly, you don't really need to time yourself up necessarily here. Just make sure that your wind is going the right direction. Alright. Good magic refill. Once again. Changing the wind over to the next direction. Instead, we need to set it to the northwest. And now here you want to time yourself up with that whirlwind. The whirlwind will let you gain a little bit more air time. Yeah, so there's a little bit more to this island like that back there. We'll get to that later. Oh well. Waiting for the gusts coming by. So up there are some enemy speed hats. Okay, get up to the wind. There we go. So continue crossing the thing. Just be sure you don't get p-hatted and you will be fine. Alright then, so we made it across. So up here are p-hats. Rob them blind. They drop golden feathers, which are very nice, so we're gonna head on in. I know, it was like last episode we took on a dungeon. So right here we are at the Forbidden Woods. And this will be a good place to conclude the episode off because the Forbidden Woods is an interesting place. So next time in The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker, we begin our exploration through the Forbidden Woods. I will see you all then.